call randomly real quick.
Okay.
One called him. Let's
So you could
continue
never
on
fix your camera?
meanwhile. Say that again?
You can never fix your camera?
I can. I just didn't have the time yet.
I see. But you know what it is? Like, is it hardware or software?
Hardware. No, kind of both. You need a driver for the camera, and I'm using a very hacker-like operational system that Benavides himself actually made me use it. The problem though is, even though it's amazing for like computer science stuff, it's terrible for daily usage. You get lost into doing basic stuff, like having a camera.
Yeah.
This guy, this
I guess.
They're
OS.
the man.
Man, where's the double biceps? You gotta think though.
Yeah.
There you go.
Cool.
Yeah, he's gone. Everyone's just joining.
It's just
Joining and leaving, yeah. It came, here we go.
what is this next for? Didn't get that.
That's my operational system, actually. That's why I'm having issues with camera right now.
You're using this as an operational system?
Yes. For coding is amazing. For like normal people, it's terrible.
So no normal person, right?
Yeah, unfortunately, whenever I have to do something that's a normal push or type of task, I run into issues.
I see.
Like
And then
for
it's like
coding,
this is the interface.
not really. Actually, it has a normal user interface. It's
Okay.
just that for programmers, usually they don't care about the desktop side of it. But let me show you how it looks.
Okay.
Oh, it's disabled.
Let me allow you to share. There we go.
Whole screen.
My voice loud and clear in this.
See, it looks like this. There's a dock at the bottom. You have here the
We kind of got a wave.
So
Yeah.
today's Friday. Are you working today?
I am, unfortunately. That's the kind of issue that you have with international people hiring you. They don't care about like, there's no idea of like skipping a day because of a previous holiday. Otherwise, you're gonna get called lazy, I guess. But I'm for sure 20% productive today at most. I'm not really being productive today at all. What about you? Are you working today?
Yeah. But I solved one bug, and this is enough for today.
Yeah, for Friday that's more than enough. If you just manage to realize what's the issue, that's enough.
Yeah, I take 1 hour to solve. So, but of course, I'll not say the guy. Told the guy say the guys that I already solved.
Dude, that's interesting about like capitalism itself. You get rewarded by doing your job fast with more job. If you do your job properly in time and you do like a lot of stuff in a day, instead of people say, "Oh, you did a great job," just take some. No, they give you more job, so you actually incentivize to not do too much.
Yeah.
Yes.
And let's be honest. One bug for day, it's cool. It's nice.
It's cool, yeah. If the
One bug
product is
per
already
day,
running,
is a
It's
good
right.
checklist.
Sorry, teacher. What?
So like it's like on your to-do list, solve one bug, and then you cross it out, and it's done for the day.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes, sometimes. If I have a lot of bugs, of course I can solve more than one. But if I have just one bug,
yeah,
I don't.
in my opinion, once per day, that's enough, man. If the company is going well, things are fine, you can do one per day. But I mean, you gotta be pretty reliable in what you do. So if the companies start to go wild and they need you, just start doing things. Without the QR code, why my QR code's wrong? Oh, okay, never mind.
I've been experimenting with generative AI.
That's nice.
But this time, I mean, I've tried Midjourney. When I got dragged into a random meeting, he went to the bathroom and then he bumped into a meeting.
It kind of happens every once in a while. People get blocked. They just call you out of nowhere. He's probably helping some India guy. He said. Let's wait him to join back. He's probably gonna pop back in a second.
Tell him that he can join us back whenever he wants.
Okay. Go into your train.
So Friday, Andre, is supposed to be a more laid back day. Do you know what laid back means?
No.
Laid back. Laid back comes from lay back in the present, and to lay back is to do this. So it's to relax. You're laying back. So you can use this as an expression for things that are not very serious and are like focused on relaxation.
And what is the difference for chill out?
Yeah, we can say it's a day to chill out. Yeah. So almost like a synonym in the same universe. I can also say it's a day that just to chill, just chilling here, like there's nothing, a day to let off steam. Let off steam sounds a bit more like you are actually speaking, and or doing something to depressurize. There's pressure within you and you're letting off steam. You know what steam?
No.
Steam is vapor.
Just the gaming platform.
Yeah, in a gaming platform, yes. The industrialization began with vapor machines, with steam machines, right? And to let off steam is like when there's a lot of steam trapped and you open like a valve and let it out. You're depressurizing. And this is the whole concept of the steam powered machines, right? Pressure, like it accumulates pressure and then it releases and moves something with it. It moves something through pressure.
Steam is the same of vapor?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
But it has a more of a movement to it, Steam sounds a bit more aggressive because of the way it's used usually. But they're mostly synonyms. Yeah, so I've been experimenting with Photoshop's generative AI. Mainly, it's a capacity to complete an image. Have you guys tried that?
No, but I heard about it.
Actually, there's something I want to do right now with you guys, because doing this, playing with this is like a way to revisit the past and to expand the past. Because something I did is that I got an old picture of mine, not so old, like a few years ago, and Photoshop was able to expand it and show me things that I hadn't seen in that image. It's just crazy. Let me see if I can show you an example.
He is capable to enhance the image? Like
Yes.
The same way as the CSI TV shows did years ago.
Yeah. After all, it might be possible to do that. Yeah.
So do you remember when they show an image of a camera and a very poor image? So they just apply an algorithm to to
Yeah,
enhance.
enhance and then it works. Yeah, but very soon that might be possible. We don't doubt that. I mean, with training a machine with millions and billions of images to recognize patterns, it's possible for it to
Yes,
just create what's
but
missing,
not
you know?
but they are not capable to enhance human faces, for example.
You think so?
Yeah,
Why not?
because the images are pixelized,
Mm-hmm.
right? So
Pixelated,
okay,
yes.
uh, you have that bunch of pixels, and okay, you can reconstruct a human face, but anything can ensure for assure for I forget the word, ensure, yes. Nobody can ensure the human face reconstructed by the algorithm is the same of the person in the image.
Mm-hmm. I see. Maybe if you have some other information, like if you add description to it, like because nowadays people use like people describe a criminal's face and a sketch artist draws it.
Yeah,
But now you
you can
can maybe use this drawing with a few blurred images and get like a better result.
probably, but even
Right.
description of human faces are not so precisely. Uh, I mean, uh, uh, people uh, are not able to remember uh, or to remember well the faces because our memory is uh, can because our memories can be false. They are not trustable.
Not trustworthy. Right? Trustworthy. They're not reliable, actually. I think reliable is the best word in this
Reliable.
case.
Yes.
Yes. Because you can trust it, but it might not be responsible to do that. You know? So if you trust something and it's not responsible to do it, it's because it's unreliable. So I'm looking for an image that I used Photoshop to expand, and then I want to do something live with you guys, paying homage to my friend and business partner, Marcus. I'm going to show you guys in a second.
Do you remember when generative AIs were just images of dogs and strange images of dogs and birds? Do
Yeah. It
you
wasn't
remember
too long
that?
ago, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
You only get to know the real usage of that type of technology once you let people, like everyday people, use it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I remember when ChatGPT came out, people start to ask how to cook crack and pictures of Trump being arrested, that kind of thing. You really see why people want that type of things for.
Yeah, at least you can find out people's fantasies. Okay, so let me show you the first example of what I did. Can you see my screen? So this is an original image. I took this in 2019 on a hike I did with my brother. And then what I did was I just dragged it to the left, I dragged it to the right, and I press generate. And that's what it gave me.
Man, that's nice.
This
And then you have
green
a wallpaper. Yeah.
is absurd.
Oh, do you know the Terry Lee guy that the photo that I sent you? Terry Lee is a guy that's gonna be a guest as well for us eventually,
Mhm.
and he sent a picture. He said the same. The background of it, it's not real. It was Photoshop generated. And the fact that you didn't notice is amazing as well.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Is this feature free?
No, I mean, I pay for Adobe, so this is why I have access to it. But I mean, you can find flaws, right? Look, there's a line here. You can see a line. Really look for it. Really, really look for it. But other than that, like, it's perfect.
But if you think about it, the moment this goes to Instagram, and you have like compression algorithms,
No one's
this
gonna
will
know.
not. No one's gonna notice because the whole image is gonna be a bit like compressed itself.
Yeah,
People will be
and
looking
then
over the phone.
I can expand this even further. So basically, what I did was after I got this one, I got this top border up, you know, and I got this. You know, so the only original part of this image is this little rectangle.
All the
All
rest I
the
was
rest
able to.
generated.
You know.
Yes, in it, like, it's crazy how it can retain the quality. You know, like it doesn't pixelate or anything. Just, you know, as good as an image. So that means, for example, for content creators, that you can get a picture and you can adapt it to stories, to feed. You know, I can use it on, for example, I could just have got this rectangle in the middle and expand it just to the right to make a YouTube thumbnail. You know, yeah. In addition to what I can add and remove from this, so I can add another rock here. I can just select this part and press rock. It's gonna give me a rock that looks like the environment. Crazy. Okay, something I want to try doing here live. Let's see if it works. I didn't try it with any illustration yet, or painting, and that's what I want to do right now. Fuck! I just destroyed the image.
Completely.
I wasn't supposed to do that. Wait, undo it.
There's a web page called Draw.io that I usually play with while my project is compiling. And once I put the prompt of like generate an image of São Paulo being nuked, and then it
Wow.
showed me a bunch of images of the soccer team, like the guys in the in the stadium being nuked.
Wow.
It was amazing.
Okay, I don't want to generate anything yet. Just no, cancel. Just Okay, I'm gonna come back to this when I can crop this correctly. So what have you been guys playing with when it comes to AI?
I use it a lot to automatically generate some boilerplate code, basic stuff. But because of the technology that I use on a daily basis, which is F sharp, which is it doesn't have a lot of stuff in the internet about, ChatGPT just lies a lot to me.
Lies?
Since he doesn't know the answer, so he pretends something's gonna work. He gives me an answer, and then I try, it doesn't work. When it does that, sometimes it gives me something that's completely outdated, mostly because there's not too much things online about technology itself. So it doesn't know how to reply, but it's built to try to be accurate, not be accurate, sorry, to actually give you an answer, not to be accurate about it. So it's gonna give a try saying something, even though it is not very sure if it is right.
Have you tried teaching it?
Uh, Unless they pay me first for do that, I'm not doing it.
I see. But I mean, sometimes it doesn't require so much time or effort. Like maybe someone has already done some kind of like a sequence of prompts. that you can use to educate like your specific chat to give you accurate answers. So considering these things as rules, give me this, and I like to use it to generate images as well. Like since I'm in this creative field, I usually use an AI service called Leonardo.ai for generating images. Is the most like the best one I found so far when it comes to costs. Like it's free. You get access to like 150 credits per day, and it allows you to create like 20 or 30 images. So it's quite it makes a lot of sense, and it's great. Like it just gives you amazing results. And then I was trying to develop. I'm going through a rebrand on my content creator profile, and I changed my archetypes, right? So my archetype was like a creator and more like a bit of a sage and a creator. So I had this more colorful vibe against a white background and colorful illustrations. But then I went through a process in which I found that my archetypes are mage and explorer. And then I wanted to visualize that. I wanted to know how an AI would generate a visualization of those archetypes. So I asked first I asked directly to the service, like, give me a representation of the explorer archetype against a modern and minimalistic urban background, you know. And it gave me a good result. And then I asked the same thing for the mage, and it gave me a good result. But then I did the same thing using ChatGPT. So hey, you're gonna act as a prompt creator for me, and I explained everything. I'm going through a process in which I'm changing archetypes, so when I'm using an AI and generative AI to visualize those archetypes. And then can you give me a prompt following this? So I gave ChatGPT my short prompt, and it gave me a much more detailed one. And then I just input that into the other system, and it gave me like a much better picture. You know? So it's nice how we can make those two work together as well.
So we have a name for this technique in
What?
AI. This is called by, what is the name? When you put the systems to fight one with each other. Do you remember?
I don't, but I know what you're talking about. Google does that a lot.
I'm going to search.
You actually do that, yeah. It's actually an amazing type of thing. The self feedback that you get.
Um,
But can you give me an example of that?
Google had a model that was used for image generation way before like ChatGPT, all those guys, Dolly. Google was already on that type of field, but the problem though was Google was not aiming for like general usage. Google thought that daily people would not like that type of thing to use it. Actually, funny enough, they would be the bleeding edge guys if they moved to that, because Google has that like long time ago. But the way they trained it was like they had a model that was able to verify whether or not an image was fake, and they had another model which the job was pretty much generate images. So the output of one was the input of the other, and if the verifier was able to figure it out, they would retro feedback the AI generation model with a negative feedback, saying, "Hey, the guy figured it out. Make one better." And this loop was going to make both improve a lot. That was actually what happened. They have papers published about that. Eventually, no one was able to, like nowadays, like landscape images, no one was able to tell apart what was fake and what wasn't.
Cool.
Yeah, but I forgot the name of this kind of technique.
So let me show you what kind of images I got when I was just making the prompts by myself. So this is when I asked it to visualize the Explorer archetype. So it's a good image. It gives me the vibe that I was looking for. But look, it's full of flaws. People are very undetailed and look like ghosts or deformed paint
It looks like
strokes.
a dream.
Sorry?
It looks like a dream.
It looks like a dream, yes. Like you cannot visualize things clearly. So this is another one I got from just my prompt. It's good enough. I don't think it's bad. And then once I started using ChatGPT, it just upped the quality like 2+ when it comes to quality and accuracy and precision. Look.
Yeah, that's nice.
So the better prompts give me much better images. It's crazy. And now I can just download this into Photoshop and I can use that expand feature and maybe it's gonna give me a wider image. I have to try it out.
Dude, the moment, because like the problem right now, which is the problem that Neuralink is working on, is input delay. So we actually have to use fingers to do inputs. But the moment we're able to figure out the no latency type of input, like directly to your brain, to the hardware, it's gonna be insane to have those models. Like you think about something and the thing just shows up immediately, because like, there's like a model to generate, there's model to expand, and then there's ChatGPT to generate the structure. You can think about like creatively, like building the basic startup for a hackathon. It usually takes 3 days. People like to build the sales pitch, the MVP, the structure of the company, the business model. All of that take like 3 days for a hackathon. If you don't have delay on the inputs and you have those type of models, like just let's just say the ChatGPT one, the Leonardo, and the Photoshop one, you can make all of it like in 1 minute. Because you just think, okay, this is the context, this is blah blah blah, this is blah blah. Generate me those 4 things: a sales pitch, a business model, and the logos and the mockups of the app. It's gonna bloop, output it in a second. Anyway, I think Bennett's not gonna join again, unfortunately. No message for him so far.
Let's see this one together. Let's see what's gonna give me.
Yeah, I have just more 20 minutes, guys. I have a daily meeting.
No,
Okay.
have a daily.
Yeah.
It was you who suggested this time. You're betraying us.
That's okay. He's just gonna chill in the day and say, "Hey, today I fixed the bug." That's how he's gonna get.
So just press generate. Let's see if it's gonna give me something decent. Wow. What the fuck? Wow.
It gives you the same image.
That's perfect. What?
It gives you the same image.
No, it just expanded the image. The image was just this middle piece. The original image is just this. You know? And it could expand into this. Perfection, look. There's no, wow, how can I just read the whole context? There's a lens flare right here because of the light. Wow, this is absurd.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm gonna play with this so much. And it was a problem because the hat was cut off and I couldn't use it, for example, in a content. Like I wanted to cut her out and user in a piece of content, and now I can. I can remove the background. I can change the background if I want.
This is very good for game creators.
Yes, for RPG, for also board games. Okay, the leg are a bit wonky. The legs are a bit wonky, but still good enough. Let me try to change. I can also choose from options. Look. What? Okay. The legs are just awful. But it did a good job with the hand. It usually is not very good at doing hands, but it did a good hand. Yeah. If I cut off right here and put on an art, it's perfect. Yeah. Do you think there's also like different versions, right? So there's ChatGPT 4 and then now there's 5, and there's a whole list of plugins that you can connect it to. I found out today on ChatGPT, if you use the paid version, it's connected to Canva, and you can just make a template on Canva from a description. Just such a powerful tool. Love it. It's $20 a month, ChatGPT 4. It's a bit expensive.
But the image features, I'm really into it because there's a table that someone sent me as a PDF that I gotta convert to SQL, a bunch of inserts, and if I had ChatGPT Pro, I could ask it to transform into like a SQL insert statements for me.
How can you? So you can upload a file?
If you have the Pro, yes, because of the ChatGPT 4 has support for image processing as well.
Nice.
We can share the
Okay.
password. ChatGPT.
Probably, yes. Most likely, yes. That would be
Share
great.
what?
The password, just like Netflix.
Uh,
Of the ChatGPT. You sign and you find like 3 friends to use it with you. That would be cool. Yeah, we can do it.
Let's
It's no
make one
problem.
together.
So I'll make one and share
A
the
Giga one.
price.
Yeah, since
Do
you can.
you guys want? I am in.
Okay, that'll be cool. That'll be cool.
Yeah, just let me know. Make an email, like a new one, and share the password and give me the value. I'm gonna set up the payments as well.
Yeah. A new Netflix.
I mean, Netflix, I waste my money with it and I don't watch the movies, but at least that thing I can use on my work.
Yeah. It's great for teaching and for learning languages as well. Because like, for example, I sometimes use Notion for that as well. I can so I'm reading a text with a student, and I can keep notes of the words that they are sleeping on when it comes to pronunciation. And then I can, hey, make a list make a text with those words. I give ChatGPT the words and makes a new text, and I can send it to the student and say, record an audio reading that text for me, but make sure you actually practice it. So they get to revisit the words they're having trouble with in a different context, and in a context that makes sense, not just a list of words. It's cool. Like making exercises, like make me 10 filling the gap exercises about using the past simple, and give me the answers at the end. There you go. Like having copy and paste exercise for you to practice a specific skill.
Yeah.
Very, very nice.
I think it's very useful to format strings.
Streams?
Strings. String is a kind of is a type of variable in programming languages. So string means word. Let me show you. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
So, for example, I have this code. So this is a select. This is a query that you're making database, right? So please select those fields from this table where these conditions are true. But I can't just copy this and paste on my SGBD program, because we'll have troubles. It's not able to understand this, because you have codes and another pieces of code. So I just copy this code and paste into ChatGPT and ask, hey, please format this string for me to execute in database program.
That's nice, man.
So he can remove all the codes and additional symbols that are not useful.
That's nice, man. I use that. SQL is something that ChatGPT is very good at. That's for sure. I forgot about that. It helps you a lot if you're doing SQL.
Yeah. And this is how I was able to solve the bug in 1 hour.
You had a AI help you. I see why you want the pro one. If they send you an image, you cannot even solve that as well.
Yeah, with
The kind of
Pro,
thing, yeah.
solve it like 15 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. If someone sends him an image of the code, he can just send to ChatGPT and he can extract the code and make it pretty and all that, and he's gonna do it. This is what's
It's crazy
called
how
OCR.
easy.
Yeah.
How easy it's becoming to imagine things. Like I can just draw a very rudimentary plane on a picture and write plane. It's gonna give me a plane in that format,
It's amazing, man. Can't
Look,
even
it
imagine
worked.
the kids learning.
It worked.
Oh, there you go.
It's wider now. Just don't look don't look too much, don't zoom in. But it's a wider wave, if it ends here, like it's expands from here and here's bomb.
Oh, I only noticed the bottom part. The side to the left I thought was from the original image. It was actually able to fool me.
Yeah, there were some like random characters here. I just removed it. I could just select it and press remove, and it's gonna take it off.
I'm not able to see the difference from the original and the generated part.
That's a good point. Humans are very bad at noticing patterns on like general things, but when it comes to faces and hands, we are very good at.
Yeah.
So it's very hard for AI to fool us with faces and hands for now.
Yeah, very hard. I like to watch content about visual effects, and there's this concept, there's constant talk of the uncanny valley. Have you heard of that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
What
the
is the
uncanny
word?
valley. Uncanny.
Uncanny.
Yes.
I know as Strange Valley.
No, yeah, you can call it strange valley, but uncanny valley is the actual technical term. And So there's a curve, right? Like if you see, the curve is your likability of something. So if you see a toy robot, it does have like 2 eyes and a mouth, but it doesn't resemble a human. So you don't find it weird. But the moment it gets close to being human and it's not, like your likability or something goes down a lot. Like, wait, this is weird. It's supposed to look like me, but it doesn't. And then you find it weird. But if you feel it is not supposed to look like you don't feel it. For example, if you see, for example, I say, for example, what I think, Smeagol from Lord of the Rings. You know, he's got human-like features, you know, 2 eyes and mouth, but it doesn't activate you Uncanny Valley because it's not close enough for it to be weird. It's just a different creature, you know. And he was human at one point, right? So it doesn't affect you. We really get into the story and you understand him and you feel his emotions. But when it gets too close, that's the problem. And one of the main problems in replicating a human image, a human face, is lips. Incredibly, when you make a digital digital face and you have to make a person talk, we can notice, you know, the lip movement is just off, like by millimeters. You cannot even say what it is, but you understand, you realize it's not a human. It's not a real face. I believe it's the upper lip that's the problem. You know, the way it moves, it's too specific, and it's loads of muscles involved in moving this, and it's a lot of information to be able to replicate easily.
Do you remember the weird Sonic? Oh, strange Sonic.
Yes, the weird Sonic with the 2 eyes, the separated eyes. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you watched Chico and Teco?
No. Look like
This is not.
Oh,
What?
like the little mice, little rats,
Yes, squirrels.
squirrels. Are there squirrels? Okay.
Yeah.
What about it?
So the Disney take this weird Sonic and put it into this movie, Chico and Teco. And in this movie, Sonic is a really famous actor. So he's like a 007 of the cartoons, and it's very cool concept because they take that character that is not that everybody rejected, and they put it into this new movie. So it's very cool.
Wow, for real? That's official?
Yes.
Wow,
This is a very good movie.
interesting. It's a live action?
No, it's not a live
Cartoon.
action.
Okay.
Oh, it's a kind of. It's available in Disney Plus.
But this is an official. This is
Yes.
so weird.
Chico e Teco, Defensores da Lei. It's a really good movie.
Wow, it's a good concept. Yeah, I'm seeing right now the trailer. So it's like he's a different character that was rejected, right? Or no?
Yes. Let's go watch the trailer together.
Gonna show us? Yeah. You gonna show us?
No, please reproduce it. Share your
Okay.
screen.
In English. How do you say Chigutep in English? Sonic Defenders of Law. Defenders of Law.
Chip and Dale.
Mm.
That's a hard one to translate, man.
Weird. Ugly Sonic trailer. Okay, I found it.
Years ago, I was set to be the biggest star in the world. Yeah, life was good. When all that changed, when the first trailer for my film hit YouTube.
Sonic the Hedgehog is coming to the big screen, and the trailer is already creeping some people out.
There's been a lot of controversy about the Sonic character. When the first trailer for this movie came out earlier this year, did you know that the internet freaked out?
Those are the creepiest human teeth to be added to a burrowing shrew.
Not gonna lie, that one's really. Oh, my career was over until I was given a chance. Ugly Sonic, ugly in rhymes. When MTV pitched me the show, I knew it was going to be a hit. Everyone's second favorite Blue was back, baby.
We got a problem. Ugly Sonic is drawing some attention. They call themselves the Critical Flops, a rotten group made up of some of the most hideous CGI characters of all time. Special edition Jabba the Hutt, bathroom troll, mustacheless Superman, Ice Age baby, of course,
Yeah.
Scorpion King.
It's not exactly the most inspiring rogues gallery of all time, but if I get my own movie, I'll take it. Ugly Sonic, the movie. Maybe we'll turn comment on this time.
Cool.
Sorry guys, someone is calling me. The
Okay, Andre,
job.
great to see you.
Let's wrap it up for the day. Just Andres showed up. Anyway.
Problem at all. Okay. Perfect. So great to see you, Marcus. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Great.
And I'll see you soon.
See you soon. By the way, Elaine is making great progress. She already scheduled, I think, 4 leads for us. So
Wow. Yeah, she's doing great. She's amazing.